7/17, the biggest day of giving in York County will return May 7th, 2021. That's this year. Last year, in the midst of a devastating pandemic, our community came together to raise $3.5 million for more than 300 local nonprofits. I mean, unbelievable mammoth effort there. And Megan Gibbons and all the great people over there are doing a wonderful job. And we truly are a generous community that has each other's backs. And I want to take some time during this month to really spend some time with people who are doing it out there. And one of the foremost immigrant organizations in the Mid-Atlantic region is CASA. And with us this morning is Thais Carrera to tell us a little bit about what CASA is doing out in the community right now. Thais, an honor to have you on the show this morning. Good morning to you. How are you today?
Good morning. I am so happy to be here with you today. I'm so excited about, we are closer every day to Give Local Year, which is an amazing experience and one that, like you said, we come together as a community to support each other, and especially, right, when it comes to the immigrant and Latino community, the folks that have been working nonstop through the pandemic to keep our state and our communities going. CASA is a social justice and service organization that promotes empowering Latinos and immigrants in our region. York is the core, although we do work in other states and in other counties. York is where it all started, right? So it is very near and dear to our heart. We create advocacy campaigns for the things that our communities identifies as needs, but then we also offer a wide range of services to kind of build up that self-sufficiency and that path to sustainability. Services that range from citizenship services, workforce development, English as a second language classes, financial literacy. So we're just excited about this opportunity once again in May to be able to put our work out there and have the community support us.
You mentioned something that was so powerful, Thais, that the idea of making us independent, making us self-sustaining and that kind of thing. And I think that's so important. And a lot of us don't have the experience of coming from other countries to become Americans, to live here in the United States. And so we're not familiar with all the things you have to go through. And it's got to be daunting for a lot of people when you look at just the idea of language to start with, but a whole new different way of living, getting some roots here, sustaining yourself here. Talk a little bit about some of the specific things that you run into in those kinds of situations.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it starts there, right, with the language barrier, and that's why our English classes are so important. But then it goes, through with the folks that are going through, an immigration or naturalization process. This process can be really, really expensive. And then in addition to that, whether you are able to complete it or not, there are always gaps right in the middle. We know that in the first couple of stimulus payments, some immigrants were left out. And folks that were even USA citizens, right, born to immigrant parents, USA citizens just like you and me weren't able to qualify for stimulus checks. So that is when organizations like CASA have to step in, right, to be able to bridge the gap, right, and make sure that folks have access to food, that folks have access to, just a little bit of income to survive pretty much. And that is how critical our services are. And then always there's a culture change, right? And in the temperature that our nation is, it is critical to be able to provide these services so that folks that are coming to this country and folks that have been here for a while, right, feel comfortable and feel compelled to participate in all the aspects of our communities.
Thais, you put your groups together into local committees that then develop individual and collective leadership to fight for social justice and human rights. Talk a little bit about your member committees, and you elect representatives that, I guess, form leadership councils that inform CASA's strategic objectives. Get into that a little bit for us, would you?
Absolutely. That is the way that we do work, always. Everything that we do, from our advocacy campaigns to the services that we provide, comes out of the community. We meet monthly. Pre-pandemic, these meetings were in person, of course. Over the last year, we've
Right.
been meeting through Zoom and different platforms, but the participation is always there. These are meetings where we identify, right, the concerns that the communities have and the gaps, and how, what kind of work is available, what kind of skills do we need to be able to fill those jobs. And that's how it is with everything pretty much that we do. And then we as CASA, right, my role as staff is to open the doors, right? If there's a change
Right.
that needs to happen, my role is to find a way to connect that person, that community member, with our elected official, with any agency that can step in and help. So that's how we do everything, right? It comes from the community and for the community.
Thais, congratulations on the great work you're doing. Where can people find your website? What is the website, and how can people get hold of you if they want to get some help?
Absolutely. Folks can visit wearecasa.org, wearecasa.org, and all the information that you need to know about CASA is right there. Our programs, and even if you're interested in volunteering, we're always accepting volunteers for all kinds of tasks, so we would truly, truly appreciate that. And then our office is on 225 East Princess Street in the city of York, although we serve folks all over the county. But we're more than welcome to receive folks with open arms.
Wow. Thais Carrera, thank you so much for the hard work you're doing. And, of course, you can also find them at givelocalyork2021.org. That's givelocalyork.org, and they're going to be part of the big give, so keep them in mind on May 7th. Thais, lovely time talking to you this morning. Keep up the great work, and thank you so much for taking the time to be with us.
Thank you.